Team Kill Podcast. Intentional Strays.
Oh, what is up, everybody? My name is Killing Spree 37.
And I am Silencer.
And this is the Team Kill Podcast, episode 84. We are back.
Closer, huh? Closer to your real age. How does that feel?
Yeah, you know, you fucking wish. You're closer to that age than me.
A good old 86. How does that feel to be living, assistant living?
That was far off. You know what else is far off too? Last episode we said the word cum laude instead of cum laude, which is like an actual scholar thing.
I remember.
So they were clowning us for saying it wrong, but nonetheless, it was still funny. That shit was hysterical.
They don't get it.
Yeah, they don't have to get it. And then, obviously, guys, apologies for last week. We had some audio issues. Silencer's still figuring out his audio situation. And then on my side, the audio, for some reason, sped up. So, like, halfway through the episode, it sounded like chipmunks talking.
Oh,
and, yeah, it was pretty bad. And that was the backup file in case your audio vocals didn't sound too great. So, we had to work with what we had. So... But yeah, welcome back, guys. Silencer, how was your weekend?
It was good.
All right.
I didn't do much, but you know, I actually, I'm gonna tell you a little story.
Okay.
I passed around. You know, there was a little boxing gym that I used to go when I was in middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, I found out. I went into, and the guy that was there was like, "Yeah, bro, he passed out 2 years ago." Like the actual coach that was teaching me.
Right.
I was like, damn. So that was a little hit because, you know, you never expect that kind of shit. Like, yeah, I'm going to go here, say what's up, and then boom. Fucking hits you in the face.
Yeah, you know what? And that's kind of like the time frame for COVID, nah? Don't you think?
Yeah, it's weird. But see, the thing is, I don't know, it's weird. This guy was like healthy. He always eat healthy. You know, of course, exercise. So it's surprising to me because, you know, somebody that takes care of themselves that much and you still have problems, it's kind of crazy to me.
I know, bro. I've seen fucking fools that were the healthiest, trained every day, gymmed, ate, you know, perfect damn near. And, you know, life was cut short for medical issues, cancer.
Yeah.
It's just crazy, you know, but, I mean, that's life, bro. That's something we got to fucking...
Shit, yeah.
You know, it's not always guaranteed. You know, you're healthy and shit. I know foods that were fat that, like, outlive longer, you know, than... Some
unhealthy
foods, you know?
livings, yeah.
It's crazy.
I heard somebody say one time, like, just because they're fat doesn't mean they are unhealthy. It's probably because, you know, they're probably healthier than someone that eats salads and all this shit.
Yeah, but you have to know, you have to imagine too, like their vices. It might not be food. It might be alcohol. It might be coke. It might be,
yeah, true.
You know, like it might be drugs and shit. You know, like. Could be a whole different vice, bro. Just because you stay away from the junk food, doesn't mean that you stood away from, you know, some of the bad shit. So,
yeah, it sucks, but unfortunately, I mean, rest in peace to him. So, it was. You know? Aside from that, that boy was trying to sign me up for for a membership, and I was like, nah, bro, I don't got time for this.
Yeah, bro, fucking. Pops called in, huh?
Shot.
He literally saw me like, hey, because he used to be there whenever, you know, I remember him from like he's close to my age, kind of. Mm-hmm. And he was like, oh, you know what? You got some meat on you now. You were skinny as hell.
No. Whoa there. Another man telling you got some meat on you is fucking crazy, fam.
Headshot.
And then he was like, I remember you used to do some nice little head weaves. Let's see those. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. I was like, what the hell?
He wants you to weave vertical, like
Headshot.
Bobby, too.
Yeah, no. I was like, you ain't getting this head.
Headshot.
So I just fucking dipped out, and yeah, it's been a crazy week. I found some news about my business, and you know, unfortunately, I'm going a different route, but we still keep it in the same. Been
all right.
Exploring a little bit, you know. Going here and there, eating fucking popsicles in random grass fields.
Just enjoying life, huh?
You know, just trying to be out there and, you know, relaxing. Here's what I found out. In a world of technology, when you fucking get out, and you take everything off, you hear a pitch noise, and it's weird. From all the silence, but it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And it helps you clear your mind and everything. And that happened to me. When was it on? I think it was Thursday, last weekend. I had like maybe like a 15-minute, little moment where I was like, damn, this is what silence feels like.
I know.
It was good.
Yeah. I think we went on a road trip and we stopped for gas. Fucking piss poor town in the middle of Oklahoma for some gas. It's between Colorado and I believe Texas. There's like the thinnest piece of Oklahoma. I mean, you're in and out of there like in 30 minutes. So, but we had a gas station there, and we stepped out. It was nighttime. Fucking silence. The car wasn't on. You couldn't really hear the gas pumping. Peaceful. It's always peaceful to always just be outside, and it's perspective. Because a lot of times, especially us, like we play Apex and. We got family. We just they're always talking to us, and like it seems like we never have like a free moment,
Yeah.
And
The little silence moments can help you clear your mind a lot.
Oh, for sure. And it could be the opposite. Like some scary shit could creep in when silence occurs too. So that's another thing.
Yeah. I guess it depends on the person too. For me,
Yeah.
personally, I don't know. I feel good in silence because. I don't know. I take it like super relaxing from all the noise that we have in our day.
Yeah.
Aside from that, no, that was it.
Oh yeah, that sounds good. I got to get outside tomorrow. I haven't been outside in quite so long. When you're doing YouTubing and podcasting and TikToking and shit, like trying to as a living kind of.
Yeah.
Fuck, you don't go outside, and it's bad, like the quality of life could hurt, but at the same time, just I gotta balance, you were talking about balance a few episodes ago, so I gotta kind of work that in.
It's perspective, I guess. Depends on I like being indoor, but like you said, balance, maybe a little bit outside and then inside. Regardless, myself, I turned into a person where I used to fucking go out a lot, and now these days I just seek silence in in the house, in the room, just chill, peaceful.
Yeah, and especially with all the crazy shit that's going on, in the world. We're going to talk about it later on, but yeah, I agree with you. I didn't really do nothing much for my weekend. Played Apex. We'll kind of get into our little review later on in the episode. Went to go watch Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. I loved it. It was definitely different from the original Doctor Strange, and it had a bunch of cool sorcery aspects. Like, I don't want to give too much away, but there was a fight scene where these fools are just going crazy with like some of the simplest things. They were just making them into weapons and spells and shit, and it was pretty cool. So I watched that, and I really think that's about it. I really don't know anything else that I did, bro. Like I said, I've been in the crib, just fucking chilling, trying to, I'm finally over my cold, thankfully.
That's fucking a month.
Yeah, it took about a month. And you know what? So I had a battle, right? The battle was 4/16, so we're recording on 5/16, so it's about a month ago, right? They dropped the footage about 2 days ago. I watched the battle footage back, and I saw my opponent cough right towards the end of the round, and then he dapped me up with the same hand he coughed in. So I don't know if it was foul play for me going over the time limit, but it explains it, It explains. So that's pretty much it for my weekend. I hope everybody that's listening had a good weekend. Some good days off, some nice outside time. Colorado, teeing up, had to kick the AC on. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with Caesar in other states, but let me tell you, I sent this food Caesar a TikTok of some guy in Arizona whose car temperature was about 208, and he was cooking 2 burgers with the heat, and the silencer got mad about how he cooked the burgers. Can you emphasize that before we get into rapid fire?
So the nice little burger had bun, meat, and ketchup.
I had some seasoning like salt and pepper and then butter and seasoning.
That's pre. That's pre. Whatever it is that you do, that's on the meat.
Okay.
But no toppings. Just fucking plain, like a little fucking third grader.
I mean, he
don't
might be
know.
allergic to cheese.
And this was said, all my, what is it? All my toppings. Like he
Yeah.
fucking was about to put a fucking big ass smack on him. Just 2 little dots in a smiley face. Bitch.
That's not the part that pissed him off. The part that pissed off Silencer was when he was like, "It's a 10 for 10 for me."
That's not a 10/10 burger. That's like a fucking 2. 2 out of 10. 2 out
yeah.
of 10. Because it only had 2 things.
Yeah.
The bun, the bun? Oh, 3 things. So it was a 3 out of 10.
Yeah,
3
it was a
out of 10.
hot ass
Fucking
little
bun.
bun, ketchup, and then a burger. It looked, I mean, it
And
looked
bacteria.
cool. Yeah, it looked cool, but it's like could have added a little slice of cheese,
Yeah, cheese, something else. But, man, I
Yeah.
feel like it was dry as fuck.
Oh, I'm already knowing. He could have went back. He could have doubled back. Speaking of doubling back, Silencer, it's time for a rapid fire. Fuck your joke.
Rapid fire. Players ready up. 3, 2, 1.
This fool Silencer sticks to randoms for a carry like McDonald's hash browns in the bag.
Headshot.
You ever had a soggy hash brown that just sticks to the bag and falls apart?
All the time.
Oh my, that's you and randoms for the win. You always leave me behind.
You throw that shit at the wall, it sticks.
I know. It sticks to your stomach too. You have the Bee Gees for weeks.
All right. Since we're talking about hash browns, food,
Oh shit.
this fool's head looks like an unbaked ham.
Headshot.
That's a good one. Is it honey ham?
Unbaked.
Headshot.
Unbaked?
Unbaked.
Looks like a fucking pork shoulder.
Yeah. What's going
All
on?
right. All right, I got you. Silencer's skin tone looks like a pizza box with grease stains.
Headshot.
That's how it is.
And the
Pizzaroni.
super sloppy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like the fucking meat lovers stains,
When fucking Domino's, for some weird reason, flips the fucking the box and then you open it and what the fuck is that?
Oh, yeah. The
It's
bottom.
me. It's me. All right. This fool's aim is as useless as traffic lights in GTA.
Headshot.
That was a good one. That was a good one. Oh, you fucking bitch. All right. Time.
Useless.
Game over.
Time. It's been rough these past couple days. We'll talk about it later on. But we have to, we have to serious out the podcast. This is a current event, guys. So we're going to talk about the gaming aspect of it or just streaming aspect of it. But here we go. Okay. No other way to start this. Tragedy struck when a white supremacist opened fire at a Buffalo, New York supermarket and streamed it all on Twitch. I believe there was 10 victims so far, and I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say what exactly goes through a person's mind when they do this dumb fucking shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm a little desensitized to school shootings. It seems like blizzards, a hurricane,
Yeah.
for me, just because it's happened so often. And I believe this is the 5th one, this week. And I'm from, Colorado. We had 2 type of shootings that at least I remember, maybe 3. You had, I believe Columbine, right? Was in Colorado.
Yeah.
Columbine, Century 16, which is the movie theater that I just went to go watch. Doctor Strange, and then King Supers, which is like your guys' Kroger's or your Fry's or whatever.
Okay.
They got shot up too, and
Damn.
that was kind of recent,
Yeah.
So I'm kind of desensitized to all this stuff, but it doesn't mean, that the loss of life can be looked over. I'm just tired of seeing fools do this. And what makes it worse for this specific type of shooting is that it was live streamed on Twitch, okay?
Yeah.
Before we go into any more details, how do you feel about this topic, Silencer?
Unfortunately, it's a very sad thing that it's happening for the lack of mentality of one. A lot of innocent die. So there's nobody wins, and I hate it because there's also going to be a lot of blaming that has to do with guns and everything. And I don't think that's the core issue here.
Well, they're also trying to add in video games too.
Yeah.
Into
So
this,
I don't know.
into the mix.
Yeah, I don't think it's an issue whether it's video games or the the availability to own a gun. I don't think it has nothing to do with that.
Right.
So I don't know. It's sad, but can it be preventable in this type of age? I think it's extremely hard.
It's hard, but like when you have certain aspects, like, oh, he was kind of investigated for a school shooting possibility. He was held for mental evaluation last year. Like, it just seems like so much shit was done prior to stop it. And for some reason whatsoever, like, it just did not stick. So, besides that, like, I don't want to really talk about it. It's really just been talked about through the ground with a lot of people. But rest in peace to the 10 people. I'm trying to look their names right now. It seems to be highly race-related. You can see on Twitch in the few clips I watched. I don't recommend anybody watching it, but I was watching it just because I saw it on the timeline and I had no clue what the fuck it was, at the time. And the guy's running around with a fucking gun, assault rifle, and he sees somebody white, aims the gun at him, and he's like, "Oh, wait, sorry."
Damn.
Like he ran up on his teammate, in fucking Warzone and just ran away. I'm trying to find the names of the people, but I can't really seem to have it. So rest in peace to them and their families, knock on wood. But, we're not going to talk about that. We're not CNN. We're going to talk about the aspect. How does this affect Twitch going forward? I believe this is another time that something like this has happened.
Well, how did it affect Facebook? If we remember correctly, there was also a live stream that some guy was shooting, and it was on Facebook. How did it affect it?
I don't think it really did.
Yeah, I think this kind of stuff is just very sensitive, and regardless, it's very hard for the platform alone to have some kind of system where it recognizes this kind of stuff is going to happen.
Yeah, but there should be things in place, and this is, I think, a conversation that me and you had back, where in order for you to stream on the platform, I think you have to be of age.
Yeah.
Which is, I believe, 18. And I also believe that in order for you to have an account to stream, I think you should have even as a fan to watch, I think you should have an ID. I think we're getting too comfortable with people just hiding behind a random avatar.
Computer and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, and hiding behind a computer. So I think it might have been a little more... I don't know what it would have done, but I feel like it might have just done a little something, especially like if you're watching him and investigating and trying to pay attention to this person. If you had any idea what his social activity was, like you were saying, like their social credit, I think they might have been able to catch on a little bit. But I think personally, besides that, there has to be some type of manual review thing where after a certain amount of reports, the shit gets taken down, or it goes to an automatic actual person,
Yeah.
And then that way it can actually kind of just be brought down. Obviously, Twitch can't stop the guy from doing what the fuck he's going to do anyways, but you can stop the public from getting a hold of the footage, because right now, again, clips are circulating. I can only imagine Live Leak right now with the actual footage, or Rotten.com with the actual footage. That's the type of shit that I don't like.
Yeah.
I was seeing foods in comment sections, like comment clips, to the point where like certain outlets were turning off their comment sections. Do you have any idea where you feel like this not be prevented, but do you feel like they could do something specifically to stop this from being streamed?
I don't know. Like I said, it's hard. Even if you do ID everybody, it's like imagine all those streamers that already are big. Like for example, that guy that was in Latin America, and he abused, or I don't remember what he did. That colored hair guy.
Yeah.
Like, who would have known? And he was, verified and everything. People knew who he was. Of course, the banks and everything with his account, with the kind of money he was making. And I'm pretty sure he has some kind of history on his, computer and everything. So,
Yeah.
I think it's hard to try to control this. And then you get into the whole thing where, yeah, you need an ID to either be a viewer, a fan, or just the streamer. Is going to get to a topic where people are going to start to feel like they're being controlled. They're going to like that. So,
Yeah.
it's
but I would
it's-
rather feel like that for that one aspect where in order for you, like, even
For
for you to
safety
gamble,
bullshit.
Silencer, you need to have your driver's license. You have to be in the states of gambling. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's where I like kind of see like, okay, I see that I don't feel like I'm being controlled,
Yeah.
for stuff like that. But like I said, there's another aspect to it, and I just don't understand. I don't really understand why it's so difficult for things like this to get fucking shot. Clear the fuck down before they actually start to do something. A few minutes into it, I would like hope that it cut, but it seems like they didn't cut it at all. So it doesn't really affect Twitch, is what you're telling me. I don't think it's going to affect Twitch
Yeah.
in a negative way. Right now, it's a negative spotlight, a snowball effect to what they're currently, have been experiencing with the network.
Yeah, but I mean, it's I think the issues focus more on what happened, not on Twitch. Like, yeah, it happened on Twitch, but I think the issue here is what happened, and they're trying to investigate and what was the cause, blah blah blah. Not, oh, Twitch, blah blah blah. Let's just talk about Twitch. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I understand that too, but it's not that they should take accountability for any of this. This is a little asshole's fault, okay? The little fucker. I don't want to even say his name. That's his fault.
Yeah.
But like I said, there has to be something where it triggers them to take down the video, and not even just take it down, like record the video, but where nobody can see it, so you can hand it over as evidence to the court, to the people, to bring justice to the families. Because the guy is already saying something about mental defense and shit. So they're already talking about video games being an issue
It's just
too.
gonna get worse. Yeah.
Yeah. So how do you feel about the video games being an issue about this?
I don't know. It's ridiculous. Listen, me and you play Apex, shooting games, Dying Light, a lot of violence. Never have I once gone to the store and be like, damn, I want to do some harmful shit to people.
Right.
It's not, the problem is not the games.
Yeah, it's the person.
It never will. Yeah, never will be the games. I feel like people are trying to make it into a vessel where it's like, yeah, how they say if you start smoking weed, it's like the gateway, and then you start doing cocaine, all this bullshit.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't work like that. It's the person and the influences he has in his life.
Right.
So yeah, it's never the object, but I mean it's easier to point at the object than the actual problem at its core.
Yeah, and I think that's a good way to end it. So, rest in peace to everybody that was involved in that.
Yeah.
The 10 victims. I don't know if there's any more and counting. That asshole, I hope you get the max of whatever, okay?
I hope they don't fucking push out with, oh, it's mental illness, we gotta send him to a rehab center.
Yeah, they're already starting that
them.
little mental illness bullshit.
Stupid bullshit, yeah.
Nah, fucker. Hold the fucking L and rot in hell. That's it. We'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
So we'll hop out of that serious situation. I didn't want to get too politically,
Yeah.
into it. Just wanted to talk about the main aspects. On a lighter side, Silencer, I was seeing Xbox a little happier the normal. You know, the little fanboys were fucking. You know, they were acting a little excited. I was
Huh?
confused.
Because they're fucking manipulating Apex, huh?
Yeah, I was a little confused of why Xbox was a little too happy. And then I start to see a Halo series, right? They have a TV show. They're currently on episode 8.
Yeah.
And Master Chief has officially lost his virginity. Now, before we start reading into
Ridiculous.
some of the details, how do you feel about this?
It's just fucking dumb. It shouldn't be. It shouldn't be glorified, I guess.
It shouldn't be glorified, 1. 2, he lost it before a lot of you fucking Xbox losers. Clearly.
Yeah, but you know what? It's part of the team, so they're like, yeah, take one for the team.
Nah. I'm pretty sure fucking Xbox fans just have a circle jerk.
100%. That's
Know,
why the X symbol has a circle on it.
yeah, it's just 4 dudes just tugging at each other. So I think it's a little weird to celebrate this. I don't know why a popular character. This is a character that's in Fortnite. A lot of us grew up with Halo. Nobody asked for this in the series. I think they wanted to make something like a little trendy viral moment with this type of scene and suggestive content.
Yeah.
But I don't see the point of it. Do you have any thoughts before we jump in to a little debate about this?
I don't know. Just let's go into the debate because it's kind of stupid.
Okay. So, should video gaming characters that are highly known by children and that are pretty much like pop culture, should they be having sex in shows and games?
No.
Now, before we go on, okay, let me tell you about me, okay? The year was 2010. Okay, God of War 3 came out, right?
Okay.
My mom hated God of War. She hated the fact that I looked older than I did because they would sell me M games, rated M games, and they would just, have a little graphic stuff, GTA, strippers, prostitutes. But God of War, she hated God of War just because of how brutal the fatalities and shit was, okay?
The whole game, yeah.
So there was a point, my mom's asleep, I'm chilling, going through the missions. It's a very fun game. You get to a point, you got to save Aphrodite. I don't know if you know who Aphrodite is, but for those at home, she is a Greek goddess who is, of love, passionate love, Aphrodite.
Okay.
Everybody knows who Aphrodite is, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, Kratos serenades her. He starts to do some stuff. And they have a mini game of you, taking her to Pound Town.
Yeah, I remember.
2010, that was 2 years before I hit high school, so I'm thinking about like 16, 15, so it wasn't that bad, right?
Yeah.
I thought that shit was weird as fuck, right? And you get a trophy for it, if I'm not mistaken. You get a trophy for it.
Achievement unlocked.
Yeah, knocking the fucking cobwebs off of the forbidden fruit. So, what do you feel about this answer? You said no. Elaborate a little bit more.
I don't know. I feel like it's the wrong field to be allowing kids to see this. But then again, it is rated M. So
Yeah, that is true. Halo is rated M.
yeah, so I feel like if you are letting your kids, you're just allowing yourself. But then again, it's a game. See, this is where the whole thing comes in. I don't know why in the world the developers thought it was a good idea to put this in a game. So
Right. Well, no, this was in a TV show, the Halo one, but the Aphrodite was in a game.
yeah, but it's all like a little ladder. It starts somewhere, and monkey see, monkey do starts
Right.
getting to a point where it seems normal now. And I think video games is the wrong platform to be trying to educate.
Just gaming
Kids.
IPs in general. Yeah. Like, for me, for example, it's you say it's rated M, but Fortnite is rated, I think, E or T for everyone,
Yeah.
And Halo's in there. So a kid who buys the skin, sees it in Fortnite, It was on Lover Mountain Dew. You know, it's always the face of Doritos, Mountain Dew, Xbox. Okay, and you watch this show. They already showed like him, like I think naked, right?
Yeah.
And then it led into this. I don't think the show has any purpose of. What does it have to do with the summary of the Halo series? You know, why the fuck do they gotta add this into it to make the show interesting?
It's irrelevant.
It feels irrelevant, you know? It feels irrelevant. I don't know who he, you know, got it off with, but I saw a picture of Cortana.
Probably one of the bros.
Wait, so one of the robot chicks, her name is Cortana, right?
Uh-huh.
I have Cortana on fucking Microsoft my
Windows?
shit. Yeah, I was like, can the two be related? Yeah, it is related.
God damn.
So it's a little weird. Yeah, I don't think they should be doing that shit. I think they should be focusing more on just the gaming and shit. Because I think we got too comfortable with that in games, period. Because I remember a long time ago, we had the Playboy Mansion, you know, GameCube game.
Yeah.
I think me and you talked about Leisure Suit Larry. Okay, that was a little out there too for those types of games. It's just like, you know, there's a reason why they shouldn't be in there, but we're just going to be talking around it in circles. So remember, he lost it, you did it. You can't celebrate what he did when you couldn't. Okay, that's all I'm going to say, Xbox. What is your final words on that, Silencer?
It's all fake.
Yeah.
Even if you did it in the game, it's not real life. So you know, take the win with a grain of salt because it didn't happen.
Yeah, you know, it's another score for PlayStation because Halo fucking sat there and probably gave it to some alien chick. Okay, Kratos, the god of love, the goddess of love. Okay, knocked her right the fuck down. Right analog stick, left analog stick, a bunch of circles and X's.
R1, R2.
R1, R2, going crazy. You know, that's score one for PlayStation. we'll leave that there.
Interactive.
Right. Silencer, you can take this next topic, sir, because you're very familiar with this one.
All right, so now we're going to talk about the favorite game in the world.
All right.
The best game in the world.
Yeah.
The game that I seem to have a fucking weird, strange addiction to. Knowing there's other games, but for some reason my mind just thinks of that.
Wow,
We're going to talk about the Season 13 of Apex Legends.
Yes. Okay? Yes.
We're going to go into detail and I'll give you my thoughts first. I'm not a big fan of the POI.
Okay,
the stupid dragon.
A little bit. Yep, the dead little crab.
The dead
thing.
creature. Yeah, it's all right, but you know, it's nothing out of the ordinary where you're like, holy fuck, this is dope. It's all right. It's there. Cool. Move on. That's it. We only went through like twice, and I don't want to go back. Now
Right.
what do you call those? The IMC.
Yeah, the armories. Yes.
Yeah, those things are dope
Right.
because me and you got killed twice by the robots.
Yeah, it's a little hard. It's not like super easy.
When you get clapped by bots, it feels different. It's a different defeat.
Yeah, for sure. It hurt.
There's a different way than getting, you know,
Oh,
getting shot down by a actual team. So that's dope. I haven't played the new Legend, but from what I've seen, he's alright. Okay?
Right.
That was my personal opinion. What else is there? Let's see. The mobile game. Oh, there's a glitch too. Let's talk about the little glitches.
All right. Don't hop onto the mobile game yet.
The nice little glitch of Newcastle and Rampart. No, not Rampart. I'm sorry. Valkyrie.
Oh, and the caustic one as well.
Oh, and the Caustic. Well, you do the Caustic since you're Caustic main, and I'll do this one, okay?
Right.
So, there's a nice little glitch that you and I tried. We were having a hard time for maybe 20 minutes trying to figure it out.
Right.
So, to explain it, you as Valkyrie do your ultimate, just fly around, and your buddy as Newcastle locks in with your ultimate, and he jumps extremely high And it's just amazing to see the fucking height and then boom, all the way down.
Right.
Nice little, like, you know how you sport guys say, nice little dunk?
Yeah, definitely.
A nice little dunk on the ground with a nice little explosion.
Yeah, it reminds me of like basketball when they used to have the trampolines back in the day. Remember the sport?
Yeah.
They used to have like dunking and trampolines.
When,
Yeah,
when I saw it, it reminded me of the NBA street. It was like one of the
Yes.
moves. It was fire with the ball, and then you just shot up.
yeah, the game breaker.
Yeah, that shit was fire. It reminded me of
Alright.
that. So it's a nice little glitch. I don't know how useful it is in gameplay because me and you were trying to do it, and it just wouldn't happen. It's too fast. Gameplay's too fast to be trying to do that kind of shit.
And the foliage too of trees just fuck you up too. So let's
Yeah.
get that clear too.
It has to be like in a perfect spot, perfect scenario, and perfect alignment. So it's a little too much hassle. But I can imagine the other squad, if they see that, you're like, holy shit.
Right.
'Cause I will feel the same, okay? And aside from that, it's just you can tell us about the stupid caustic and what the lovely thing they did.
So basically, they kind of nerfed a stupid, small, advantageable thing for caustic, right? Of course, the guy, the god, the gassy one. They always got to find a way to fucking limit him somehow. As a caustic main, we used to be able to throw down our traps,
Yeah.
and then you could hide in the traps. They used to be bulletproof, right? Way, way long ago. They fixed it right away. Now they wasn't able to be bulletproof, but it was allowing us to hide so we could heal. Well, they fixed that. So now if you try to do it on yourself, it doesn't inflate. The issue with that is, even though it doesn't inflate, it has an invisible hitbox as if it was inflated, right?
Yeah.
Invisible wall. Me and you tried that shit out. These
God
with a
mode.
rampart, right? A rampart was shooting through the wall. Not
With
a damage.
Sheila.
I was healing behind it. With a Sheila.
With
okay?
Sheila, yeah.
So much so that a brave little Newcastle came up, and as soon as he got close enough, I emptied the entire clip in his face. He was so shocked and clueless to what it was
He
happening.
didn't know what happened, yeah.
Yeah, it was almost like cheating. So they're gonna have to fix that. Definitely game breaking. I was telling Caesar, had we even really just camped in a corner and they started shooting us, we could have easily won.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
That shit is wild.
it's a nice little glitch to mess around with. I like the glitch for Newcastle and Valkyrie as well.
Can you get bannable with these things, though?
I think we could use them. I think we just gotta use them in the right way. I have a fantasy in mind where you,
Fantasy.
yeah, I have a little fantasy in mind. It's not
Whoa
really
there.
rare, okay, but me and you, when we first got the first win for Newcastle for me, for my little footage and shit,
No.
the last character had a gold revive shield, okay? So I want that scenario to happen again, but this time we kind of do 1, 2, 3 punches, right?
Yeah.
And then what I want to do is launch myself up and then land on her and kick her and just go
Okay.
viral, okay? And for the win, It'd
Crazy.
be funny
yeah.
as fuck, but who knows? It's wishful thinking, We still got to get that down. Yeah, so finish up, whatever you got to say it now.
I'm really torn apart because
Why?
the Bloodhound skin on this battle pass
Right.
is extremely 10 times better than what people paid 160 for that stupid evil skin.
The prestige skin. You feel like
It
this one
makes-
should have been it?
Yeah, it makes no sense how you design this kind of stuff than the other ones. I mean, even the other skins he has right now, they look way better.
Right.
So I don't know.
I think they didn't focus on style or flashy. They just kind of focused on Evo. I think it has to be something with your character. That's it. It just has to represent your character in a way that looks badass. You could have did a cool little soldier for Bangalore because they have been showing us a few little things about Bangalore.
Yeah.
Doesn't look that great, right? It looks a little wraithy. I'm not gonna
Look
lie.
terrible, yeah.
The other one, like I said, it looked like a futuristic predator. But I would have liked it if they would have used this skin with that idea in mind, plus a little cannon, because it would have been a little bit more Predator-like.
A little, a little Arthur's swinging around.
Yeah, so imagine having that skin for $10 versus the one for $160. It's like it's kind of crazy.
wild.
It is
crazy,
it is
yeah.
wild. It is
But
wild.
I don't know. I guess it was because of their start, and they were trying to test the waters. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
but even then-
It's still not justifiable how that 160 is below a $10 battle pass skin.
Yeah, I don't see that many people with it either.
Nah, I feel that. I mean, if it was me, I would be embarrassed to put it on because that tells people I was dumb and paid 106 for it. I would hide it.
Yeah, but I mean, people could also have heirloom shields in the tuck, or shards in the tuck.
Yeah, that's true. Just to
'Cause
waste
I had
them
some
around. No.
shards too in the tuck for caustic.
Yeah, but do you have all the heirlooms? That's what I'm saying. If you had all of them and and you had extra ones and this was your main pick, I don't know. There's other options.
Yeah, that's true.
Unjustifiable to me. Very bad on their part.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
And that's it. Oh no, and don't get it started on the Fuse skin. That shit looks horrible.
Oh yeah, Sir Fitzroy.
Yeah, horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible. Let me first and foremost say that season 12 had its rough beginning,
Yeah.
and I quickly fell out of love with it. And for me personally, has to be like maybe if not one of the worst seasons they've had.
Okay.
Towards the end it got better, but I mean it was towards the end,
I think that just got better because you were trying to grind it out to finish the battle pass.
I think that's why too. So Newcastle, I kind of love him. Seems a little flawed in certain areas. People are saying that he's OP, but I feel like he's an easy target with a lot. Actually, I shouldn't even say a little bit. A lot of flaws that can work against them, and especially if you don't know how to use them, it could be curtains for you really fast, as it's been for me a few times. So
Yeah, there's a lot that I've melted already.
yeah, it's kind of hard, and if you don't specifically kind of engage them a certain way, yeah, you can fuck up, But if you kind of just don't fear the shield, you'll be fine. But I've had my run-ins with them, and it's hit or miss. The glitches we kind of talked about, I kind of like them. The new rank system, that's going to be a little tough. It's tough, I don't really play ranked like that, but they're doing this de-ranking system where they kick you out of if let's say you're platinum, because a lot of people were platinum and weren't being able to get booted off, and a lot of people were complaining that the people didn't fit the skill gap for platinum, right? And that's whatever, but it seems a little haterish. So now people that are hard stuck platinum are going to be reverted back to gold, and it's going to be minus 400 RP and a bunch of other little adjustments they've made. I've seen streamers struggle daily, so I'm going to give it a shot hopefully tomorrow, but I'll have more info on ranked because I haven't really seen much yet. What else?
I can't really comment because we haven't played it on.
Yeah. The POI, I think it's okay. I think what they're trying to do is set up a skull town on Storm Point, if you catch my drift.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So they have the making for it, which is the corpse, but the corpse has to decay,
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're going to have a Skull Town 2.0.
Okay.
Wishful thinking. But I agree with you too. It could be a lot better. Seems like more of a sniper advantage type of thing, and that's not going to fare well for certain people during endgame.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. I think I'm going to have a little bit more time to live with it, but I definitely just want them to, like I said, just fix a few little things here and there. It seems like they tinkered with a lot of weapon stuff, and if they kind of just a little, like a little change, small little details, I think we'll be back to where we were and start dominating a little bit better. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, so that's pretty much it. Now we have to talk about the bullshit that we saw before we, went into here. So, a little backstory, and I'll let Talencer tell you his thoughts. Okay.
Okay.
Scrolling through my timeline, looking for topics. This article I saw was Apex Legends Mobile, right? They kind of have been promoting this. They kind of gave us a small little teaser, but it seems like they were using it to use it for the mobile game, which was the third-person mode. I don't know if you were around for this. Third-person mode.
I was.
Right. So it's kind of like what they're doing there. Now, I had no intention of checking out this game,
Yeah.
but they dropped a bomb. They have a new legend on there called Fade, and he is exclusively on mobile. Silence your thoughts.
It's very depressing.
Right. It kind of hurt. Their roster is not that deep though. In the
I
mobile
see why they
game.
did it though, because I think with the focus of releasing it, they're trying to push a lot of people to start playing it. And what better way to fucking do that by having an exclusive legend? Oh, I can't play it on console PC. I have to be on mobile. Okay, let me go.
Right. So that's an idea too. I saw the gaming merchant. Shout out to him. Already show us what it kind of was a cross of. So, in my personal opinion, this character is a cross of, I want to say, what the fuck is his name? Seer,
Yeah,
Ash, and Wraith.
yeah,
So he throws
Same.
something that kind of reveals the enemy location, similar to Seer, right? And then, if you're kind of in trouble, let's say you drop down from a high place and there's people down there waiting for you. If you press, I think it's a tactical, you can go 20 seconds back to where you were originally.
yeah,
And that shit is crazy. That's what I've been asking for, right?
yeah.
Little Sands of Time Persian guy. Something crazy. I'm upset. I'm upset that they did that shit.
Yeah, me too.
It's upsetting. Hopefully we get him eventually. I highly doubt we will. If we don't get him now, I think towards the end, we'll probably get him.
Now with this, little bomb that they threw, do you think this is somehow going to affect the cross progression?
I don't think we can play against mobile players, can we? Maybe
I mean-
Switch, but not us, you know?
Not an actual phone. Okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. It's just going to be mobile gaming, strictly. Because
Okay.
people play Call of Duty, and they're not playing against other people. I think Fortnite is the only, successful thing where they've been able to do, cross, progression, cross platform type of shit.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I've seen that successfully. Interesting news, though. They were also adding game modes and stuff. Like, it was a Battle Royale, 3v3,
Third person.
third person, and then it was also Quick Battle, which was like a quick Battle Royale, kind of Rebirth Island, if you will.
Yeah.
So I was reading that these guys that were handling the Apex Mobile are kind of with the company, but have nothing to do with the regular Apex. So that kind of makes sense why they made their own character and started adding their own modes off rip, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So, any final thoughts on that?
No, it's just, it's I wish we had this fucking legend in console, but unfortunately they have their own little, stories, goals, strict rules. So it's whatever.
Yeah. I don't really mind it for them because their roster
It's
is
small
like
as hell.
6, 7, 8 people, including
Yeah.
Fade. Like I said, anybody's issue is that it's a dope character that we don't have. And
Yeah.
it looks cool, and you're telling us, oh, it's only exclusive for mobile. And that's what I'm like, oh, well, can you eventually put him in,
You never know. We'll see. I think they could also they can also test a lot of content on mobile and then push it to console and PC.
Right, but they, like I said, they don't. If rumors are true, the people that are working the mobile game have nothing to do with the actual battle royale.
Yeah, true.
So that's another thing. I think I would have been a little bit more lenient if they would have put Forge. And a lot of people don't know, Revenant killed Forge. We were supposed to get Forge, and Revenant killed them.
Yeah.
If they would have did, oh, Forge is in the Apex, then I would have been like, okay, that's cool. We have Newcastle, they have Forge, decent. But they added a whole new ninja-looking character. Looks like fucking Sector from Mortal Kombat. And I was like, whoa, like,
That shit was
that's
dope,
fucking dope.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah?
But oh well, what you gonna do? Nothing. Cry.
Fucking, what do you mean? Download and test his ass out.
You can, buddy.
Oh, shit.
You specifically can't.
This fool Caesar is so addicted to Apex. I wouldn't doubt if you downloaded that shit already.
I haven't.
Are you plan to?
Probably not. I don't. I mean, I don't enjoy games on phones. It's weird.
I don't
If
either.
if I ever try to play a game, it has to be something simple like those stupid puzzle games
Yeah, like,
or those idle builders or whatever.
nah. I had GTA San Andreas on my fucking.
Nah, that's too much. That's too fucking much.
I had it on my phone. I beat it on my phone.
Yeah, I don't know. Like that kind of game on mobile. I don't know. I can't. It just doesn't intrigue me. I'm like, nah, fuck that.
Yeah, I was over there
It's
fucking
too much action.
tapping the shit out of my screen to make him
for a
fucking run on
fucking
the
handheld.
make him run on the treadmill. Fucking
Fuck that.
do weights and shit.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
Yeah, I think that went out with the iPod. Mobile gaming, personally, I think that once the iPod like kind of like stopped existing,
Yeah.
because apparently they just stopped it after 20 years of development. I was surprised because I haven't seen one forever.
Nobody buys that shit anymore.
Nobody buys that, It's a fucking, you buy an iPhone, like a fucking grown up.
It's already fucking integrated in that.
Yeah, it's already in there. So, that mobile gaming for me kind of went out with that. So, I'm a grown up. I'm not gonna fucking. Oh, do you have games on your phone? So let's play mobile games. No,
Shut the
bitch.
fuck up. Get out your PS5, PS4, or PC.
Yeah, that's like I don't know if you remember Facebook back then, like back in 2010, 11. They used to have like the Mafia game and shit, and you could play it on Facebook. Man, I had the most shit in the Mafia game. I don't know where that game went, but let me tell you, I had a Facebook just for that reason, just to play that fucking game.
Fucking had a nice little empire.
Yeah, and then fucking it crumbled, fucking the RICO Act. All right, any final thoughts on that, Souncer?
Just excited to see. Hopefully they start pushing out more content.
Yeah, I'm hopefully too. Hopefully they find a way to bridge the gap and start hitting us with a little something,
Yep.
they're getting, they're getting the whole thing, and we're getting fucking appetizers. Fucking bastards. All right, Jedi: The Fallen Order, which is a Star Wars game, I believe. Yeah, it is Star Wars, of course. Star Wars type of game. Are you a fan of that type of game?
Never played it, so I don't have a actual
Played a few games.
opinion on it. Yeah.
A few games, you know what I'm saying? But not my thing. Dev claims request for a black and or female lead was rejected. Now, let me read the article real quick. A lighting artist who worked on Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order claims that a lot of devs wanted the main character to be black and or a woman, and this allegedly wasn't done because there were already a lot of black characters in the game. And Rey is a woman. So, how do we feel about this?
I feel like what was the reason why it was rejected? That's my question.
So they say because there was already black characters in the...
That doesn't justify shit. There's a lot
That's
of
what
white
I'm saying.
characters in the game, and they still keep putting them.
Yeah, like, they got fucking Jabba the Hutt, like...
Yeah, nah.
I don't know. If it fits the narrative, You know?
Push it, yeah.
Yeah, like Samuel L. Jackson's character. Okay, I don't know, Mace Windu or something. They had a game about him. Yeah, like I'd like it. You know, I don't know that many black Star Wars character besides him. The fucking stormtrooper guy, I forget his name. It's something Bodega. Okay, John Bodega or some shit like Boyega. Him, and I think that's about it, fam. Like I don't think there's that many black characters in Star Wars. It's kind
Yeah,
of
that's just.
kind of white.
Yeah, I don't know this. I don't know. Maybe you think maybe they were a little afraid of backlash
I
from the
think
community?
so. I think so. There was a lot of backlash when the guy that I just mentioned, his character was a stormtrooper. To our knowledge, he was the only black stormtrooper, and fools were like, "Ooh, you know, there's no black stormtroopers."
So
It
stupid.
sounds stupid because, like, fool, would you know? Everybody has a fucking helmet on, you know,
Yeah.
covered
Some
from
boys
fucking
can
head
see
to toe.
color through a helmet or what?
Yeah, you know, they can, you know.
Fucking guy. It's ridiculous.
So it's a little weird that they reject it. They seem to have a solid reason behind it.
I don't think
at
it's a
the
solid reason. I think they were just afraid of getting backlash or fucking
yeah.
having the cancel culture come in.
Well, I meant solid as in like, okay, that's my final answer, and that's it. You know, like we're not gonna go around this shit. We answered your question, and that was it. You know.
Yeah.
I think they should kind of test the waters with, like I said, a Mace Windu, you know, a Samuel L. Jackson with a purple lightsaber game,
No.
just him, and test it out because that's already a character that's kind of has a following. People seem to like him. He's also black. And he has a purple fucking lightsaber. Like fools are gonna go crazy, you know, with him. And you know, if he does the voice work and shit, and does the 3D modeling and character development and shit, I think that'll be a dope way to kind of introduce that to people. But I think it is the backlash, as you were saying, because of I've seen the character, I've seen how the people acted. I think they know better.
Yeah, it's a toxic community.
It's very toxic, you know. It's very toxic. Now, if by any chance, okay, this project they have that excuse. How about the next project, and the next project? It keeps getting denied. There's going to be a pattern. Is it on the company to step forward, or is it on the, let's say, the community, the devs, to start speaking out more? Because this is huge. For a dev to speak out on such a big franchise such as Star Wars, that's huge. You know, that's Disney, that's Star Wars, and that's, you know, you're potentially putting yourself in the fire.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a weird topic because I don't know, I think the developers should have a voice because they're the ones creating content. But then again, you have the company like creating and putting strict rules and removing a lot of creative freedom from those devs.
Right.
Because the company wants to win money, okay?
Yeah.
They know what's going to sell. They know what might hit the numbers down. So at the end of the day, I wouldn't blame the company for having the last say.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, I mean, if you want to even, if you don't even want a whole game, some DLC missions, you know,
Yeah.
start it
Packs. Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Second story with the DLC and then make it fucking with the first initial idea that the devs have.
Yeah. Or, you know, it's going to sound fucked up, but go make your own game with your own intellectual property.
Exactly, yeah.
You
That's
know,
what I was going to say too.
Yeah, you know, it sounds fucked up. I don't mean it in a disrespectful way, but if you don't have the final say, and they do, you know what you have to do. You're going to have to do it yourself, you know?
You signed a fucking contract when you
Yeah.
you signed up to work for them, and I don't know, people don't think about that kind of stuff. You want all the freedom, but it's not your company.
Yeah. And sometimes cancel culture doesn't work at the workplace, you know, sometimes.
Yeah.
So hopefully they figure something out. We'll kind of just breeze through that real quick.
Imagine
We
working
got-
at fucking Walmart and be like, "Oh, I don't like this fucking logo. Let's change it." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they're not going to do that. We'll kind of hit these next 3 topics real quick because we're kind of running out of time. Minecraft YouTuber Adam SkyDoesMinecraft Dahlberg is selling his channel with 11.2 million subscribers for $900,000 after reports of abuse surfaced. In January 2022, Dahlberg's former partner, Elizabeth, made several allegations of abuse with various members of Sky Media following suit. Former collaborators and friends from Team Crafted also came forward with their own allegations. Users found his 2 channels on a website called FameSwap, where people try and sell social media accounts. This site claims to have verified the ownership of the channel. Now, it sounds like this guy's either out of love with YouTube
Yeah.
or knows that his time is coming and he doesn't believe he could survive cancel culture.
So he's setting his whole YouTube because he was the one abusing.
Because it came out that he was abuse allegations, yes,
Okay.
of his partner. And a lot of other people, I think, on teams, his teams or people around him, have also started to come forward and say certain
interesting.
negative things about him. I could see him falling out of love with it and selling it.
Yeah.
The thing is,
I don't think it's.
Yeah.
I don't think he's falling out of love with it. I think it's just the consequences that he's about to get in.
that too. $900 for put that in perspective, Silencer. Put it in perspective.
Yeah.
11.2 million subscribers
For 900,000.
for $900,000.
Now, if you
Crazy.
get hit, with the fucking lawsuit, how much money would you have after that?
That's probably none. That's probably lawyer fees, if anything.
Yeah. Especially
Yeah.
with his fucking channel with 11, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try to hit him hard.
Right. So people on Twitter seem to be baffled that this could even be successful. A lot of people were raising the questions. Yeah, you buy the channel, but what's going to guarantee the people to stay?
Exactly.
How do you feel about that?
It's ridiculous. It's like buying fucking fake accounts for Instagram and grow it. You ever seen those accounts that have like 30,000 followers and then they only get like 2 likes in their posts?
Well, I've seen them have 30,000 and the next week fucking like 1,000.
Yeah, it's dumb. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah,
That following grew because of that person, not because of anything else.
yeah. There's this chick that I know. Like, she's not like super interesting. You know, she does her own little thing for content. A lot of her videos were doing like 100 views, and out of nowhere they started to do a couple 3, 5K shit, and little comments here and there, and her subscriber count went up, and now it's starting to go down, and the views are starting to go down too. And kindly told her, like, you gotta chill out buying those shits. Got to do it organically because you're gonna keep buying.
Yeah.
You're gonna keep buying. It's not gonna work out for you.
It's gonna fuck it, man.
So I see what you're saying, right? But I also see a bigger picture. And the bigger picture to this, like I told some guy on Twitter, basically told them that we subscribe to tons of people on YouTube. Like, to the point where you forget. If the person buying this channel strategically is 100% a genuine content creator, has the financial backing, obviously, 900,000, that's a lot. Okay?
Yeah.
They have the financial backing. If they were smart, rebranded the channel, got it under construction real fast, fucking privated everything, switched up all the info, the ship behind it, and put out one banger of a video. Let's say it was Mr. Beast's Squid Game video.
Okay.
I don't think fools will tell the difference. And I think that channel will skyrocket. And I think fools will be like, I don't remember this guy, but I'm subscribed to him, so hell yeah.
Yeah, but you also have to. There's a lot of risk. It's a high risk to push out that kind of content.
It's high risk, but if you have the money to buy the channel, I think you can afford that risk.
Yeah.
At least a little rebrand, and 900,000. If you do it right on YouTube, like Mr. Beast makes like a fucking couple mil off his video. So imagine 900,000. You put out a video or 2 videos, dope as fuck. You make fucking 2 million, and after you take the L on buying the channel and take the L on the production and stuff for the videos, you made some money back.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty decent. I don't really want to talk about this asshole because I really don't know exactly what he did. But he's selling his channel. I thought that was interesting that you could do that shit.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of on social media accounts, but never a
a YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that shit was crazy. Do you think YouTube would step in? And maybe they have some type of terms of service similar to like Fortnite. Tfue tried to sell his account. They banned him for trying to sell it because he had a bunch of dope skins, and they banned his account. So do you feel like this could violate YouTube's terms of service?
I mean, it depends. You actually have to read it, but I mean, if they had like a contract or whatever, saying that all the stuff belongs to basically the owner and YouTube, and then you're just fucking rebranding it. Yeah, I don't know. It might cross their shit,
Yeah. Well, we'll see. If you guys want a channel to buy, okay,
Try
there
it.
you go. Booyah! We should buy that shit and fucking put the podcast on there. Fools be like, what the fuck are these fools talking about? I ain't subscribed to this shit.
Report.
All right. Silencer, you can read this next topic, sir.
So Twitch has banned Dr. Lupo for 7 days for going into Ninja's channel and typing "sit on my face." Okay.
Yeah.
And this was done because it was unsolicited
Yeah, unsolicited.
sexual advance.
Yeah.
Here's where I have a problem with this. They ban them for doing this, but they don't ban the chicks on hot tubs and everything else. Or sticking shit, farting, and everything else.
Well, no, they're getting on those fucking Twitch slots. They're starting to ban them.
Yeah.
But it's not in like quick, high volume shit,
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like it's a hit or miss, but I mean, sit on my face. It's funny.
Right. So, I have a small little issue. I don't remember what platform they were streaming on, but I could have sworn Ninja said, hey, I'll suck something
Yeah, exactly.
for a 10, and they said nothing. The moment went viral.
And that was way more, sexual than this.
Vulgar. Yes.
Yeah.
Vulgar.
Extremely, extremely descriptive.
Yeah. I was telling fools, I think I told you, and I was telling some other people that listen to the pod,
Yeah.
fools are going to quit with the gay shit publicly because they're going to start. It was funny at first, right? Mm-hmm. When you say some gay, oh, let me touch your, like stupid shit like that, right?
Yeah.
To your buddies. But when you do shit like that in a platform like this, them fools are going to come for you, okay? And they're going to start to fucking ban you, and it's going to be some stupid shit. So 7 days, a nice little vacation for Dr. Lupo, okay?
Yeah.
Twitch is a little soft, but next time just put a couple asterisk, okay?
They won't know what you meant.
For a few letters, okay? All right, we'll move on from that one. It was a slight little one. You gotta quit. I'm telling you, you gotta quit being gay with your homies, okay?
Do that in your own time.
Yeah, you gotta do it in private, guys. You know what I mean too. I don't mean like, just don't be, don't be gay. No, that's not what I mean. I mean, quit saying gay things to straight friends when you don't mean it. 1, and 2, because you think it's funny. It's shock value. Shit's gonna come back. All right, Silencer, I sent you a video. This is for the next and final topic before we get into some quick, rapid topics. And then we're out of here, guys, okay? During her subathon, Kjanecaron was cooking for her viewers with an overheated pan and smoking up the room before the pan started to catch a flame. Now, I'm going to give you a minute to watch that video, but I'm going to give the listeners some audio so they can kind of listen to exactly what happened. Okay? So she's cooking. She's in a little dress, guys, a little high pink salmon dress. She's all smiles. Pan caught fire.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! 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 Fuck!
Oil. She threw it in there without even turning the water.
I don't know what to do, guys. I don't know what to do. Shit! Help! 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 I don't know what to do, you guys. Guys, I don't know what to do. Help! Help! Fuck! Fuck! I don't have a fire extinguisher. Fuck! Shit! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I don't know what to do! Help! Help! I need a fire extinguisher. I need to put this out. I don't know what to do. Help me, please. I need help.
What the hell?
I'm gonna spare you guys the semantics. Okay, you heard. Okay,
Yeah.
the video starts off. You know, a girl who's cooking. Nothing wrong with that, right? There's nothing wrong on that. IRL, you know, chefing up some shit. There's some things that popped out to your boy. Okay, she's wearing a dress that doesn't seem like a cooking dress. You know, I wouldn't see Rachel Ray chefing up.
Cooking
you know?
that, yeah.
So that was a clear indicator that this fucking chick does not know what the fuck she's doing in the kitchen, okay?
Yeah.
And if that wasn't a correct indicator, you know what was? When the fucking pan caught on fire. And if that wasn't a fucking red light either to you guys either, she grabbed the flaming hot pan that was with oil, okay?
Yeah.
And was ready to put in the sink with water. I don't know if you guys are geniuses, okay? I'm pretty sure kids know this. If you put a hot fucking pan with water, okay, it's gonna fucking go crazy, right?
Yeah.
If that wasn't funny enough, Caesar, she's asking chat for help. She's screaming
like
to
a
her
lost
chat
baby.
to help them. What the fuck are they supposed to do, fam? Are they supposed to crawl out of the fucking TV monitor like The Ring? And like, okay, here you go, I have a little thing for you.
We are fucking doomed as a society.
Oh my god. Now, that was the funny part, okay? Let's talk about the little serious part. She had no fire extinguisher. That seemed to me like she was in an apartment.
Yeah.
I would be fucking pissed if I came home, because some fucking dumb chick, okay, excuse me, was trying to cook on stream, had no business cooking whatsoever, and burned the whole fucking apartment. My cat died. Or worse, she could have killed the whole apartment if the fire got out crazy. Luckily for her, she survived. I just saw her channel right now. She's out of the kitchen. She's sunbathing in a bikini. And that kind of seems where her content should be right now. She had her little 15 minutes of fame, okay? Or I should say 15 minutes of flame, because that fucking pan was on fire. Like, that shit was broiling hot. You saw the video. What are your thoughts?
I think she needs to learn safety tips. Not only here, but she looks like she's lacking a lot of how to take care of herself, I guess. Survival skills.
Listen, okay, this might be disrespectful, but I'm gonna have to. I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna fucking say it. Fuck it, it's our platform, Silencer. Listen, I feel bad for the person that marries the chick. Okay, because she seems like she wants to be at home and create content, right?
Yeah.
If she can't fucking cook, he's gonna go find a fucking little thick Latina who can fucking cook, little Jamaican with some oxtail. He's gonna go elsewhere. Or she could go elsewhere.
Strong.
That's how we make it better,
Independent
right?
woman of 2022.
That's how we make it better, Silencer. We just make it broad. If we don't just say women, husband, we just start saying like, oh, well, he, her. Them, they,
The pronouns.
yeah, start going through all the pronouns. Luckily for her, she's safe. Besides the funny aspects and jokes that we made,
This should be the
Gotta
next
fire
trailer
some
for the next for the next Sims killing. Perfect scene for. When you put your sim and then just let him die in a room.
Fam, that was 100%
Remove all the doors.
Sim-ish. I used to do that shit. I think I told it on the podcast. I used to hate my Sim roommates, right? It was Sims busting out.
Yeah.
And I would lock them in a room because they would make a fucking pigsty, right? When you would clean the house and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So one day, I was like, I read a rumor online that you could kill one of the Sims. And I trapped the guy and he starved to death. But in another attempt, I removed all the doors and pretty much gave him the own house with his own little room and my separate room where he couldn't come into my shit, right?
Yeah.
I took all the way the doors, all the windows, started cooking. You know what happened? I'm peacefully grinding, playing this. Volume's fucking at like a 90K. I see the little fire. Beep, 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 beep. The fire department can't get in because there's no doors. Homie died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you know what he did? You fucking guessed it. He did exactly what she did.
See?
What a fucking... I love this food Caesar. This food Caesar painted the perfect picture of what was happening to this chick.
The goddamn scene from The Sims. Should be a DLC.
Yeah, that shit was hilarious. Like I said, I hope she's okay,
Oh, she looks okay.
Instead of gifting her subs and money, somebody should be buying her some cooking lessons. Okay? And a fire extinguisher. That should be the next thing in her Amazon cart.
Or just the simple fact of, not panicking like that. On pressure, all she had to do is put the damn lid on it. It's not a secret.
But that's what my lady said. My lady was like, all she had to do was put the lid on it. And I was like, fool. She didn't know what the fuck she was doing. She literally fucking sat there. Like, take it off the heat first off. Take it off the heat. And then she put it like underneath the microwave where it was like starting to burn the microwave.
Yeah, I saw that shit.
Yeah, it was going downhill fast. She's about to kill fucking a whole unit of people.
I don't know.
All right. Any final words on that, silencer?
Poor soul. God bless her.
Hey, you're going to take her out to eat?
No.
He's like, nah.
I value my life.
Like, is she cooking?
I value my life.
All right, rapid topics real fast, guys, and we're out of here, okay? These are topics that don't need a deep dive. Phase 1 reschedules reality show as 3 more people got COVID. Good or bad, silencer?
Bad.
I believe this is a good decision.
Good and bad because it's I don't know. I feel like people are gonna start to question and be like, "What the fuck? We're never getting this shit."
Yeah, but they're rescheduling it so people can compete in it, earn their valued shot, pretty much. The shot that they earned because they made it to the top 20.
Yeah, that's true.
So, still bad for you?
50-50.
50-50? All right, moving along. PlayStation staff disappointed in company-wide email from CEO Jim Ryan. So this was a response to, I believe it was the Roe v. Wade draft that came out, which was basically the abortion law, right? The abortion case. People were mad because I want to find the article exactly to what he said. So he said something as far as he sent an email today asking his staff to respect the differences of opinion on abortion rights following the Supreme Court opinion that signaled an intention to overturn the landmark 1973 case Roe v. Wade. Now, in the email, people were kind of salty because 5 paragraphs of him typing out were regarding his 2 cats, his first birthday, or his 2 cats' first birthday, and elaborating about the cats' birthday cakes, their noises, and his desire to get a dog.
I think there's a. I don't know what to say.
I think you should, respect the man's animals. What the fuck?
Just like everybody respects his own opinions. He wanted everybody to know.
What I don't like is that they fucking they sit there and they kiss ass to this guy, right? How's your pets? How's your pets? Can we see pictures? And then as soon as he sends something out that tells you to respect some shit, like you look at him all fucking salty,
Now, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, that shit's crazy. Thoughts on that? You don't know what to say?
No, I have a cat, so I probably would have done the same.
Yeah, fuck it. EA Sports and FIFA part ways after almost 30 years. New soccer game with license to players and teams in development under the name EA Sports FC. And I believe the FC is for FIFA Championship.
So it's a different whole company?
Yeah.
Or are they just fucking rebranding this shit?
Well, they're parting ways. So FIFA and EA Sports will no longer be a thing. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but they're going
Probably
to
with
be
the whole
creating-
deal with the bullshit that was going on with the
Oh yeah,
cards.
the cards. I forgot. Yeah, fucking beautiful. Look at your memory. The cards. I forgot about that. So they parted ways. I don't know what FIFA is specifically going to do, but for them, I think that because they have the licenses and they have all that shit anyways, they're just going to create their own soccer game, and it's going to be just theirs. You know, it's not going to be like a collaboration with somebody.
Yeah, I think they won't need anybody else because, I mean, they already made a name for themselves. So I think people will still be loyal to them.
Yeah, I think so too. Hopefully UFC could escape that fucking monstrous deal. Fuck them. And that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Subscribe to our Team Kill Podcast YouTube channel at Team Kill Podcast. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at Team Kill Podcast as well. Silencer, it's been nice talking to you, chatting. I know it went longer than usual, but do you have tips for people out there?
There's a website called Udemy. Great for courses, lifestyle courses and everything. And if you feel stupid, go sign up.
Right. I believe so too. Okay. Now, if you if you don't feel stupid, okay, you feel a little smart, right? Go ahead and go buy a YouTube channel, okay? And
And go sit on his face.
and just the first video you should do if you buy that YouTube channel is 1,000% reach out to Ninja, reach out to Dr. Lupo. I'll give you $1 million if you actually let him sit on your face.
Banned.
Okay? Or if not, you're homophobic. And with that being said, guys, my name is
Challenge of the day.
Killing337.
And I'm Silencer.
We're out!
Killing Spree 37!
Give me some chon chon.